Welcome back, everyone. It is Saturday, May 11th in the MLB. Our three best bets are on the way. It is Austin, joined by Logan, joined today by your guys' favorite special guest, and boy, do we need it badly. The Broom is here. A 5-0 sweep yesterday. Exactly what we needed. 2 straight winning days. Just what the doctor ordered. Let's do a victory lap and get into today's picks. We had Valdez's over and outs. I've never had a COV on a pick that crazy. It was plus 100. It went up to like minus 200. My first pitch. Otani and Adley did their jobs for the hit parlay. Royals and Angels under 4.5 first 5, sweat free. Then we got to the late game. Padres plus 1.5 and Padres money line. Wonderful work, Mr. Luis Arise. We needed that. A 5-0 sweep of the day. Hopefully, we helped you guys make some money, but let's hopefully turn this into a winning streak. 2 straight winning days. Let's go for a 3rd straight. And hopefully my internet is acting up and being good today, as we've had some problems on the back end. But Logan, you got another winner for us, and I'm confident you got another one dialed in today. First pick of the day, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to Baltimore for my first pick, and I'm taking the Diamondbacks on the first 5 innings run line plus a half, minus 113 odds on FanDuel is your best value there. Now, I really do like this pick a lot. With the first 5 inning run line pick, they can tie through 5 and you would cash, or they could be leading through 5 and you would still cash this bet as well. When I see an ERA discrepancy on an even odds first inning or first 5 run line, I normally take note of that because they're pretty sharp on these first 5 inning run lines or money lines, all sorts of odds like that. For them to come out and see and have these 2 starting pitchers, because that's what a first 5 innings is, you eliminate the bullpens. I have to take note of that, and I normally like to pick a little more of the contrarian side there. John Means starts for the Orioles, 0 ERA and a 0.43 WHIP for John Means. In his last outing, he absolutely cooked. 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. He cooked the Cincinnati Reds. Now, the Cincinnati Reds, not a great offense as of late. Maybe they turned it around yesterday. But John Means just absolutely dealt in that game. Today, he gets a lot tougher matchup against the Diamondbacks team that is actually capable of hitting lefties. Unlike, I don't really think the Reds are all that capable. Look at on the season against lefties, the Diamondbacks are first in batting average, hitting 308, and first in OPS. This is actually one of the best left-handed teams, left-handed pitching hitting teams in the whole league. And I love their matchup today. I do think they get to John Means. And when you're a starter and you come in and face a pretty bad offense, get that confidence going, I think the Diamondbacks actually knock John Means down a peg today. And then on the other side, I mentioned the ERA discrepancy. You've got Ryan Nelson starting for the Diamondbacks, 5.23 ERA and a 1.6 WHIP. I mean, so on paper, you're like, John Means a whole lot better than Ryan Nelson. But over the last 3 games, the Orioles are only hitting 162 versus righties and only a 225 on base percentage. I really don't like this matchup for the Orioles offense. We know how slow starting they've been a lot this season. I mean, we've backed them in the first 5 before. You can pretty much a lot of times eliminate them scoring in the first inning. I've seen it take several times through the order for them to actually be able to pile up hits and runs. And I think that's what comes today against Ryan Nelson. Worth noting, too, Ryan Nelson has reverse splits, meaning righties do well off of him. He allows a 383 batting average to righties compared to a 231 batting average to lefties. Why is this important? Adley, Gunnar, Santander, O'Hearn, Cowser, and Mullins will all be batting lefty against Ryan Nelson. I really do think Ryan Nelson holds it down today. That ERA is a little bit scary. I get it. But I think with the first 5 inning run line plus a half, you got 2 pathways to cash it, either a tie or a lead for the Diamondbacks through 5. Will do the trick. I love that as my first pick of the day. But Austin, where are you going for yours?
Yeah, as Logan said, and I said at the top of the show, my internet's a disaster. So hopefully it's all right and it's kicking through this video right as we were going to go record. My internet went down. So we're on a hot spot. But my pick is going to hopefully keep this hot spot and hot streak going because I'm going back to where we were last night to cash out the 5-0 sweep. I'm going to Dodgers and Padres, each team to score 3 runs, minus 125 on BetMGM. Now, this is kind of an alternate team total. Obviously, their team totals are not 2.5. But you can take each of them at 2.5, like an SGP, which is what you do on BetMGM. BetMGM actually, I believe, has like an actual ticker that is like each team to score 3, each team to score 4, and so on and so forth. This is about minus 140 on FanDuel, which is probably about as juicy as I would play it. Now, I'll get through it quickly. I don't like either of these two pitchers today. Yesterday, we obviously saw a masterclass from Michael King. Shout out him. 7 shutout innings, 11 Ks. Glasnow pitched really well on the other side. He had 7 shutout innings, 10 or 11 Ks as well. Both these two teams, we've talked about it, they're pretty good, and both teams know how to hit with runners in scoring position. We've talked about the Padres hitting 275 on the year with runners in scoring position. Dodgers, right, 276, exactly about the same numbers. James Paxton's going to go for the Dodgers, 3.06 ERA and a 1.55 whip. I tried to fade him in his last start, and he cooked the Braves. The Braves had no interest in playing there. I anticipate the Padres trying their best here. He's already pitched once versus them. He went 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 8 walks. He walked 8 batters and only gave up 3 earned runs. To me, that was a sign of, Padres did not capitalize a ton on those opportunities. Still got the 3 runs we needed here, and this is not a first 5 bet. We have 9 innings to get the job done if that's what it comes down to. But Paxton, 3rd percentile walk percentage, obviously, 9th in expected ERA, and 11th in chase rate and whiff rate. Just not getting the swings and misses, not getting guys the chase. I'm confident they can put up some runs on him. Now we get to the other side of the equation. We need runs from the Dodgers. Matt Waldron going for them, or for the Padres, pitching against the Dodgers, 5.82 ERA and a 1.56 whip. He's actually been much worse at home this year. Very similar to Ryan Nelson, who's actually been terrible at home and very good on the road. Same kind of thing here for Matt Waldron. He's been bad in Petco Park. 7.98 ERA and a 1.64 whip. 344 batting average allowed. Now, he did have a decent start against the Dodgers. Went against them on the road, so where he's pitched much better. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, did walk 4 batters, only gave up 1 earned run. The Dodgers were 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position in that game. Look, today they have his earned runs line set at 3.5. He doesn't even have to hit that, and we still got the 3 runs we need from the Dodgers, and his outs line is only 14.5. So not a lot of confidence in the books thinking Matt Waldron goes very far in this game after a complete, shutdown of yesterday's games. I expect both these offenses to be better. I wouldn't be shocked if either of these pitchers, Matt Waldron or James Paxton, gives up the 3 runs we need from one of these teams, but I wouldn't also be surprised if we at least see both teams score 2 through 5. Maybe each honestly could score 3 through 5. Wouldn't shock me. When we get to the bullpens, we saw some bullpen opportunities late yesterday. Dodgers obviously got it going in the bullpen against that Padres bullpen, which is 17th in bullpen ERA. Dodgers are 6th, but there's still obviously going to be run opportunities here. Worth noting, Dodgers 9th most bullpen home runs allowed. Padres are 10th. So could be some turkeys late in this game. I really like both these teams to score 3. That's my favorite pick of the day. But Logan, wrap the video up with your final pick of the day.
Yeah, I've got a player prop as my last pick of the day. I'm going to the Mets and Braves game, and I'm taking Christian Scott of the Mets over 16.5 outs, minus 110 odds on DraftKings. It's your best value there. Now, I initially leaned Scott under 4.5 hits allowed, but I feel that the over in outs is a little bit safer. There's just a few more ways that an over and outs can cash, because he could give up 5 hits and still cash this outs line. So you guys see kind of why I like this one. To see Christian Scott with only a 4.5 hits allowed line is really telling of how the books think he pitches today, because normally the Braves, as good as an offense as they are, they put a premium on the hits allowed line. Normally you see these around 5.5. So to see it at 4.5, even odd split, that tells me a lot here. But again, we are on the outs prop here. He has to go he can go 6 innings pitched and cash this one, but he can finish just a little bit short and still cash it as well. 17 outs is what we need. Technically, if he wants to go 6 innings pitched, that would be 18 outs. That's fine as well. You look at his on the season, Christian Scott, 1.35 ERA and a 0.9 whip. Scott pitched really well in his first start. 6 2/3 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts on the road in Tampa Bay. Great start there. And the reason why I can back him today is because I saw it. I saw him go over 6 innings pitched on a very efficient outing and get it done there. It's worth noting, too, that Scott gave up 3 hits and 1 run, all in the first inning of that first start, and then settled in very well after that one. Sometimes with these young pitchers, that's where the implosion is going to happen. In the first inning, it's just wraps for him. But from then on, he only faced 4 batters in the 5th and 6th, meaning that in the rest of the innings, he faced the minimum 3 batters he needed, and he was very efficient in that outing. I think Christian Scott deals once again today. I don't see any reason why, because this Braves offense, while on paper you're like, oh, this is pretty scary, they're only hitting 204 against righties in their last 5 games. Braves also have 26 in walks drawn against righties this season. Many of their hitters are very aggressive, and they want to swing early and often in counts. Christian Scott can hopefully use that to his advantage, get him to chase a little bit, and also maybe get, a couple 2 or 3 pitch at bats. That would be really nice there. And then you look at what the Braves did yesterday with Quintana. They won't do with Christian Scott today. They don't have familiarity with him. That's what I really do like about young pitchers sometimes making their first start against teams they never faced. They do have the advantage because the Braves have not seen their pitch arsenal. So I'm hoping he can use that to his advantage. And yesterday, the Mets only got 5 innings pitched out of Jose Quintana. I know they wanted more. For sure they wanted more. Unless Scott is really struggling, I don't see why they wouldn't hope to get him at least 6 innings pitched against this Braves team. I know it can be scary. I know the Braves have capable hitters 1 through 9, but I really do like Christian Scott a lot today. I think he goes over the 16.5 outs that we need, and I do really like that as my second pick of the day.
Yeah, those are our 3 picks. Calm, simple, collected. You see them all scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. Diamondbacks first 5 run line. We got the Dodgers and Padres each to score 3 runs apiece. And Christian Scott's over and outs. I don't anticipate Christian Scott changing as much as Framber Valdez did yesterday. We can't obviously control that, but I don't think that one goes as crazy as that one did. But those are 3 favorite picks of the day. Let us know your picks down below. Let's have another wonderful day, and let's bring up this bad boy once again. We'll see you guys back again tomorrow with some more picks, and we'll see you there. Have a great day. Peace.